Okay, I'm making you. Okay, okay. Start. When you complete again, make me host. Okay.
Okay, sir. So is it visible, sir?
Yes.
So good afternoon, everyone. So my project proposal for my PhD research is tree ground. So as we all know that in agriculture, the crop diseases
Switch on
gives
your
us a
video
lot
also.
of problems. So okay, sir. So it gives us a lot of problems. So it is a grounded vision language framework for interpretability and zero shot for the crop disease diagnosis. So why I have taken this topic? So let us discuss that. So what is the problem that I have seen, and that should for what I have taken the problem is that around 20 to 40% of the crop harvest, not in only in the India or in Assam, in globally, is destroyed because of the crop diseases annually. Means in a year, 20 to 40% crop that has been harvested, the resources are put into it are destroyed because of the diseases. That's why I wanted to do something to help them with it. But now the question is that there are already some of the technologies available. So what I am going to do different? So as I was doing the literature review and all, I have seen that mainly there are in the recent using the recent technologies, only two technologies are in the market. That is the CNN and the VLM. VLM is nothing but the visual language models. So what is the problem with these two are the CNN is a silent we say it is a silent technology because what is happening inside CN, how it is working, how it is predicting, nobody knows and it doesn't show you that. Yes, using the explainability we can do that, but explainability also gives you heat maps, graphs and all, which cannot be interpreted by some normal people. Like we have a subject and a paper known as data visualization, where we study how to visualize that, how can understand the data. So it becomes a problem for the small holders or the small farmers. So that is the problem with CNN. Second is the VLM. VLM is very good. It overcomes the disadvantage of CNN, but VLM has a problem of frequent hallucination. What it does is that it takes the context and the image, that is the vision, but if it doesn't have any context on that, it directly hallucinates and gives you some in random outputs that can be very much bad for the farmers, those who are helping it. So I want to propose a system that will have a unified vision module and a context module and a grounded retrieval module. So what is this is the new part, that is the grounded retrieval module. The vision module will of course take the visual data. Context module will have the context about that visual data, but the grounded retrieval will see that the prediction that has been made by this value, the VLM model, is it really is it really true or it is just a hallucination? So that is my problem. So that is what I have written in my problem statement. That is the crop destroyed an estimate of 20 to 40% of global harvest annually. And the farmers most exposed smallholders with no practical access to trained agrochemistry. Bear the burns. Existing tools split into two flows. CNNs classify that can't explain themselves and fails outside the lab condition, and general purpose VLMs that write plots but sometimes hallucinate advices. A real risk when the advance is pesticides. Is doses. This PhD builds a system that diagnoses disease. It wasn't explicitly trained on or ground every claim in verifying agricultural sources and shows the farmer why visually and textually. So this is so doing. I am doing the literature survey. So I am currently on it now. I have not completed it yet, but I am almost there to complete only the Prisma model, and documenting it properly is left behind. But I have done the literature review of around 189 papers related to it. So I have found these 6 research gaps. So the first research gap is that the knowledge grounded module fusion is nowhere to be found. So as we can find the VLM models, or we can also find the CNN models, but this grounded module fusion is nowhere to be found. Second, the composition of zero shot generation. So as we know, zero shot is a new technology. So this we can also use this. Then the hallucination in agri advisory generation, because there are many times the LLM models like VLMs, LLMs and all hallucinate because they don't have the module to say no that we don't know. If there is something that they don't know, they just make facts randomly by themselves. So that is a problem. Next is integrating interpretability for the farmers. What a CNN is doing, CNN is giving the output that is also a good output, but how the farmer will believe into that, what output the CNN is giving, why the farmer should believe, it is also a very important concern. So that is why we want to. So that is why we want to integrate the interpretability. Then we have seen the evolutionary protocols are there, like accuracy and all. They are not a suitable evolution metrics to see the performance of this type of gaps. And next, the offline and on-device deployment. We have seen that offline on-device deployment are not met there. So that is why I am focusing on the first 4 research gap. The 5th and 6th gap, research gap are for my future work. If I get time during my PhD work, I will be going for the 5th and 6th research gap also. So I am mainly focusing on the first 4 research gaps. So the next is the 4 objectives that I have. So number one, the architecture, retrieval augmented VLM plus a retrieval model fused with Rexel prompting or a adaptive fine-tuning. We have to fine-tune our model to give us a good result. Next is zero or few shot diagnostic. As we know, VLMs nowadays uses this zero shot or few shot diagnostic. Next is the grounding and explainability. So what is grounding and explainability? As I have also said that we have to make we have to take data and also that we can say that our claim is 100% true or a bit means 80%, 90% true. We have to be confident enough for our own project. It is not that we are predicting and it is giving some hallucination and output and all, and the farmers are using that. That is not helping them at all. In the other hand, it is only destroying their crops and all. And the 4 is the evolution and prototype. And then making the prototypes that we will be get in the last objective of our PhD. Next is the 5 contribution beyond the. What are the contribution I am expecting? So these are the contribution I'm expecting that my model will give me. So the first is the integrating pipeline, zero shot visualization plus contextual fusion plus retrieval grounded generation. Second is the claim level grounding, hallucination method of agriculture, non-existing benchmark. Composition and zero shot benchmark across disease geography for rice and tomato. They have taken for example, it can be any other crops also. I have just given an example like rice or tomato or any other crop. I have not specified that which crop I want to do it on. And unified CLC plus advanced citation interpretation should validation with real domain experts. Then this 5th is something that I have kept with the offline capability that it is not that is not in the objective, but as a future work, if I get time of it, or if I want to extend it, I will be doing the other 2 research gap, then we will be achieving this 5th. That is, I have colored it differently. Next is we will talk about the data and the knowledge base accuracy, because first I have thought that my objective should be a bit different and I should take the data, because we can make models, okay, but the thing is that I wanted to make a data
Yes,
on the I wanted to make a model on the data of this local data like Assam data or Indian data. But I've seen there can be various problems faced because recently I've also been in some of the progress interviews. There also our some of the search guide have told that collecting a data is very much time consuming. It's a bit difficult because you have to have a very much controlled environment to get it. So that's why I've changed it a bit. So that's why I am having a backup plan that if I don't get that, I can't collect the data within the time being. So what we will do? So I will go for some publicly available data, like there are already available like Plan Village, Plan Doc, and Diomos plans. And for knowledge base, we can go for CIR institutes for crop protection pages and agro advisory bulletins, FOIPM guidelines, then state agriculture university extension publication. And for contextual data, we will be taking the weather, soil, and the other metadata of the regional or the seasonal or of the region that we are going to implement this on. So next is that I want to complete my PhD within these 3 years. So this is my 3 years goal. That what I want to do. That first 1 to 2 months I want to do the setup, that is literature review, computer environment and all. Then after 8 years the data collection and all. Then we will be working on the architecture. Then after completing the architecture, we want to go for the zero shot and if possible other multi-shots. Then we will add the grounded module because this is the most important part of our research, which will make it the novel research and which will make it the PhD PhD worthy research. Then we will be doing all the evolutions, that how our model is working, what are the things it gives, and what confidence and all. And in the last phase, we will be doing our writing paper, thesis, and all the other things. So what are the technologies? These are the tentative technologies, like, because we are not sure with that till now, because I am still on the literature review part and my synopsis is also not been done, so it is not registered yet. So that is why I am thinking of giving you the different technology stack. These are the tentative technology stack we have, like for the VLM backbone, we have I am thinking of taking Larva or Blade 2 class open model for retrieval FAISS plus domain adapting SERP style embedding. Explanatory, I'm thinking about great chem cross model attention and relevance mapping for compression GPTQ and or mobile net or efficient net like. For data tooling, for data tooling, I think that web scraper, PDF parsing, soil plus weather API, because the context of the weather, if we just take the data, we download the data, that is not good because it will take storage and
कुछ प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है अभी, ठीक है? कुछ था क्या इनसे बोलो श्यामल से
that
बोलो.
is why I am thinking of including the weather API so that I can get the recent up-to-date data and also the back data that will help my project. And the infrastructure, I'm thinking about PyTorch or Hugging Face and a single station GPU or a cloud. So these are the deliverable outcomes that we want to say. These are the as you can see, these are the outcomes I'm expecting. These are also tentative outcomes. After doing that only we will be sure about it. That's why I'm not going deep into it, that what are the outcomes I am expecting. These are some after reading and all, I have predicted this. You can say these are some, like AI predicts something that cannot be 100% right and all. So like that, I have predicted this should be some tentative outcomes. So at conclusion, I want to say that I want to make a CRISI ground that will be a trustworthy, interpretable AI framework that will help the farmers more to detect the disease and help us to prevent and crop destruction from diseases, and it will be very helpful for us and it will solve a real world problem.
Okay, Abir.
With that, this is the
do one thing.
I have prepared. Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, sir.
As I have said that the time here you have to mention here, right?
Yes, sir. I will be doing that, sir.
Not M16. You should
Yes,
mention
sir.
specifically January to July, like.
Yes, sir.
And show me the review work.
Okay, sir. So reviewers, I have done just the draft one only till now. All the Prisma model and some visualization I have to put, but this type of like I have done this. I think it is visible. Hello.
Please, continue.
Uh,
Everybody,
so these
please
are the
look at his
visible.
review work.
So I
Himadri,
have done this
Jyoti
review
sir,
work.
all of you.
So like that, then I have found out the research gap. That six gap I have shown you that I have found from here only. I think where it is. Oh, uh, these are the research gap that I have found. Six research gap I was talking about, but I have taken four for my objective. Otherwise, it will be very vast project. So if time permits, yes, of course, I will do the 5 and 6 also. So I've also made this and conclusion. And these are the, I have given the reference of the 189 papers. But yes, I know it is not the finished product. I have to also work on it more preciously. And also, as sir told it, I have to add the Prisma model and all. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Bir,
Any more questions, sir? Yes,
yes,
sir.
come to the review paper.
Yes, sir. Hmm. Yes, sir.
Go to the front, first pages.
First page. Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Mhm. Give a proper name here, huh? A comprehensive review of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Means I have selected the title recently. Now, at that day we have discussed. Then you have told us to select the title. Then the what we said problem statement, objective, and all for the synopsis. One does if after the synopsis, I will be ready with my if when it is means allowed, it will be permitted, and I will be ready with it all. Then I can have a name related to that, so that I can show that I have published a paper related to my PhD. That's why I've given a
Next,
very generic name now.
no problem. And next thing is that research gaps. See, you can mention the research gaps, but for the synopsis,
Okay,
I'm
sir.
targeting you for the next synopsis presentation. Okay. So for the synopsis, you cannot mention all this. Right, within a
Yes,
three
sir.
years, what is to be feasible, you have to mention that only.
Yes,
And in
sir.
the review
Yes, sir.
paper, put
That's
the radar chart also. All of you,
yes, sir. Okay,
Madri
sir.
also, I'm telling it to you and everybody. You have to put two models, Prisma model and as well as radar chart also. Radar charts also help us to visualize the things better way. So you have to include that
Okay, sir.
and go down,
Yes, sir.
go down. Okay, addressing domain shape, vision language. Here for vision model, vision for that, if possible, some architectural diagram you have to include.
Yes, sir. That was a I have not. I have to make. It is only the raw. We can say the skeleton of my paper. Only that
But
text are there. I have
next
to
week I
put
will
the
again
visualization one.
see. Next week on
Okay, sir.
Friday we'll have the presentation. Okay, next week I will see, and
Okay,
that
sir. Okay.
by then it should be completed. Okay.
Okay, sir. The visualization and Prisma model and result search I will be integrating
Yes.
it. Sir.
And inform it to Amarjit also. Himadri, I have
Okay,
to
sir.
look at after his her presentation now. Okay, I'm any question to be asked by Rupjyoti sir and Himadri, you can ask now.
Okay, Abir, as I'm working in the field of agriculture, and you have already mentioned that you want to develop something like plantings, so which is already available in the public domain. So, what will be the difference between the planting craft and your application or your project, and what uh, actually to know actually how will you uh, provide the solution like Prentix or that means real time or like you will provide solutions for like insect infestations, the disease infestations, and also disease infestation, and as well as will you provide any suggestions to overcome those problems like organic solutions or chemical solution, or how will you how will you get this actually agricultural technical support or experts involved experts from agriculture line? So can you explain?
So the novelty my work hold is that it has a grounded like I have shown it here. Where was my objective? So this on the grounding and explainability that is not present in any other VLM models. That the VLM model are used for any agriculture that this is not present. So that was I was thinking of, and the zero shot I was thinking of. These two are something that makes my project different from the other VLMs and other, and it is totally different from CNN because the architecture is very different. So that is how it makes my project different. And the other things that you have told is it's I have also thought about it, but I have to discuss it with my guide that how we will be having some expert and all. I think our sir will be helping me with it. And about the, will it give some suggestion and all? Yes, of course. I am thinking of giving the suggestion and all, because otherwise, what will the use of the system if only just it detects the disease? So it will be rather good if I can give the suggestion and all.
Yeah. In that case, I think you should consult with some expert because those are very sensitive, actually, decisions to provide chemical solutions, or you can say organic solutions also. So for that, I think you need some expert suggestions to validate those chemicals or validate those solutions. And one more thing, actually, I think for as your project will work for different types of uh, plants or different types of crops. So for generalization, you have to, I think because each and every plant has different types of symptoms or different types of, I can say, behaviors will be there. So for generalizing for different types of crops, I think you should take actually it's my opinion actually you should
No,
take
no,
some
he is very much correct.
yes.
We cannot
Yeah,
generalize, but we have to consider one. And next thing, in that expert knowledge part, Ruji sir can also help us, and his known colleagues from agriculture university, they can also help us. But we have to limit to an extent because we cannot explore all the things of it. Okay, so we have to
yes,
find out.
sir. Yes.
Yes, we have to
Yes,
find out
as
that.
I have talked to discuss with you, I will be taking first specific one plan, one crop, so that
Mm.
first we can make the prototype and then we can make it scalable for the other crops. And
Exactly. That point you have to note down, and that expert knowledge in which the domain actually exactly required, we have to find it out. Okay, beforehand, before the synopsis happens, so that we will not
okay,
encounter such type of questions. We may encounter, but we should be ready. Okay. So guys,
okay, sir.
in that case, be constant star with Rupjyoti sir. Rupjyoti sir also, please, you two somewhere you two belongs to the same domain, agriculture. Works are
Yes,
different,
yes.
yes, but he will need your help in specific knowledge extraction and everywhere. Okay, so kindly be in touch with him. And Abir, please, you to now see this type of meeting help us for bonding the things. Okay, so we have to
Yes, sir.
collaboratively work. Okay, your proposal is seems to be good, but specifications are needed that we have to include. Okay, So that's
Okay, sir.
okay from our side now. Now, next presentation will be Himadri. See again, she left. Call her and join her. Okay, ask her to join.